Peggy 7.
Sega.
I'm Steve Lycett and I'm executive producer at Sumo Digital. The main thing that people will notice, if not from the name of the game alone, is the game's all about transformation. So what we have is in any particular race, as you're actually racing around, you'll see the track transform, so new routes will open, and the vehicles will transform. What that means is as you're driving down the road could break, you'll suddenly fall into the water, and then you'll be racing on the water as a boat, and it's seamless. And then, a bit further down the end, you might go off a cliff, and you'll transform into a plane so you can fly. And that's the main thing. If we could hang the entire game on one word, it would be transformation. But that doesn't mean that's all that's there. We've got lots of new weapons, we've got brand new multiplayer. You can play the entire game in 5-player split screen on Wii U. And it's got more Sega than is legally allowed, I think. Everybody looks at the game and thinks, you've got cars, you've got boats, you've got planes, but it's just a bit of a gimmick, and that's really not the case. In this game, cars need to have tight controlled tracks so you can drift through them. On boats, you're basically working with a very dynamic surface. The water's kind of moving around, it's bouncing. So you've got to deal with that. In the planes, it's different altogether. You're in the air, you're traveling a lot faster to get that kind of sense of speed. And you've got that freedom to move pretty much wherever you like. Every time we do one of these games, we get a lot of interest in kind of what characters are going to be in there. And we have to try and make sure we cover the bases, not only for Sega fans, but for people who are new to the Sega as well. You can play as Sonic, you'd expect that, but also you've got his friends. We've also got many returning characters, so there's the Super Monkey Ball characters, we've got Ai and Mimi. Also, we've got some new characters to this game, which we managed to get from the Sega universe. We've got Vice from Skies of Arcadia. We've also got Joe Musashi from Shinobi. On top of that, we're also welcoming guest star from Wreck-It Ralph. We're bringing Ralph himself in. We're super excited to get him in. We've worked very closely with Disney. They've been fantastic with support, and he's got a brand new vehicle that you can race in this game. Wii U version, I'm so excited about the Wii U version. We've really gone to town with this, and we've tried to put in as many features as we can and really kind of support the gamepad where we can as well. So for single player, for example, you can basically swipe on the screen at any point and play the entire game on the gamepad. We've also got asymmetric modes, it's got kind of one player versus many players. And that's quite exciting because that's something we can only really do on Wii U. On top of that, we've got 5-player split screen throughout the entire game. I kind of think this is a really important feature, especially when you play the game cooperative. So if one player goes through, the other 4 players go through. And of course, you can take those 5 players online as well, which is kind of a first for this kind of game, I think. You've got 5 players online against other players who are kind of local, in a 10-player online game. It's really quite exciting. When can you get your hands on this amazing game? I'm very pleased to say that it's out now. Please go and buy it. The more people that buy it, the more chance you get to make another one.